Oh, well, that ain't a bad view. Would you look at that? Well, golly. All right. Welcome, friends and family, to the P&W Gorilla channel. I'm your host, P&W Gorilla, and today I'm gonna be doing a little bit of self-hate, I guess you could say. So, stay tuned if you'd like a rant about veterans. I just got up here, so excuse me while I kind of, yard sale all over the damn place.
Oh, son of a bitch. Fuck.
So, I just climbed a mountain, and if you're on the eastern side of the United States, it's a mountain to you. It's more of a hill for me, but whatever. So, today I'm going to be ranting about veterans. And, they say that, whites are the most self-hating to whites, and blacks are the most self-hating to blacks, and Mexicans to Mexicans, and Asians to Asians. Well, we're going to do the same thing today with veterans. So, as a veteran to other veterans, I'm going to be doing a little bit of self-hate, self-reflection. All right, let's just get right into it. Roll the intro. That's something we used to do. So I just got back from SHOT Show, and as is kind of tradition when I travel pretty much anywhere, I like to get back home and I immediately just kick off into the hills. It's kind of just, it's a bit of detox for me. Vegas, for the most part, really isn't people that I like. That ain't my thing. But that's neither here nor there. So I want to discuss a little bit about veterans. Especially with all the things that have been coming out as of late, with veterans and all the stolen valor shit, right? And there's a lot of it. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of slander. There's a lot of bullshit. And I'm starting to notice as well, especially with civilians. And I'm a civilian too. It's sorry if my exact vernacular isn't correct for you. But, as a vet, I see a lot of bullshit, I see a lot of lies, I see a lot of things that civilians don't really, or people that haven't been in the military, they haven't seen the inside of the honeycomb yet, right? They don't know, they don't understand because they have no experience with it. So, why would they understand? It just makes sense that you wouldn't know. So I want to talk a little bit about it because, I've been inside the honeycomb a little bit. So I did 6 years of reconnaissance. I was a Cav Scout, and then I got out, and I still had that craving, right? So I'm a non-combat veteran, just so you know. I don't want to play the whole stolen valor shit. I didn't do anything cool. I don't think that I'm cool. I don't think I'm a badass. I never went over and killed brown people in a third world country that never did nothing to me. I never had to sit around and watch little boys get diddled, and then not talk about it at all. Oof. So I haven't been there. I haven't done that. All my experience, everything that I did, that was all on the state side. And then I got out of the Army, and I still had that craving. I was still so fucking brainwashed to go kill brown people in a third world country that I joined the National Guard infantry. Did that for a year. Got the fuck out of that. That was even more of a shit show. And it took me years to understand and to process that that wasn't my thing. It wasn't my calling. It wasn't what I meant. It wasn't what I was meant to do. And maybe what I was meant to do is be some influencer asshole and sell military surplus. Ironically, don't worry. I understand the irony. But anyway, when it comes to veterans, You know, it's the same thing as any other man. I'm no different. I joined when I was 19, right? And I was very quickly kind of molded into what the Army needed me to be. And that's with all of us. That was with all veterans, right? Is that the military molds you into what you need to be. You are told day in and day out that you are a badass, that you are a hardcore born killer, that you are the pinnacle of all that is man, right? And that's what you need to be as a warrior, right? You need to think that you're invincible. That's the point. You know, I mean, you need to believe to your core that you are the most hardcore badass motherfucker that ever walked the planet Earth, right? And that makes sense. You know, I mean, that's what militaries need. That's how you need soldiers to be. That, you know, you have to be a badass, and every time you're seen in uniform, not every time, but a lot of times you're seen in uniform, right? Especially leaving post, going to a gas station, going to a grocery store. You thank for your service. Every single fucking week, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for the service to your country. Thank you what you're doing for our country. Thank you for your service. And you get out. And that goes away. It stops. You stop hearing it. And you start to really, like, once you get out, right? It's hard. It's challenging. What do I do? What now? Where do I go now? How do I get that reassurance now? How do I get that respect now? What am I supposed to do now? And you know what most men wind up doing? They take the easy way out. No, not most men, but too many. Too fucking many men take the easy way out. And you know what I mean by easy way out. I'm not going to explain it any farther. Too many fucking men take the easy way out because, like I was saying in the very beginning of the video, veterans are the worst fucking people to veterans. We are. We're terrible to each other. We're fucking awful. All we do, constantly, we just fucking bicker. We make fun of each other. And it's not even a camaraderie thing anymore, right? We look down upon each other. We lie. We cheat. We steal. We do anything. And not all of us, right? You know, you have to understand, I'm doing my best to kind of generalize here, all right? You know, with all these big name influencers, all these special forces guys, all these combat arms guys, and all these, you know, combat experience dudes, they keep getting caught lying. It's hard not to. It is. You know, you want to be respected as a man. You want that. You crave that respect. You had that, right? You had that respect. Now you don't. Sucks. It's hard to deal with. It's hard to process. You know, you find comfort in the bottom of a fucking bottle. You find comfort in just women, drugs, alcohol, video games. You find some coping mechanism. You find some release. You find anything you can to just try to skirt by, right? And a lot of people wind up lying about what they did. A lot of them. And you know, I think overall, a lot more veterans and just men in general, you need to come to terms with who you are, what you done, what you haven't done. That's okay, man. It's okay. You know, you don't have to be Billy Badass all the damn time. You don't. You know, I mean, like, sometimes it's okay to just be a goober, likes going out in the mountains and just enjoying life, hanging out with friends, drinking a beer here and there.
Autism break. Check this out. About halfway up right now. Look at that. That's a whole fucking just wall of ice, man. Fuck. We're getting there. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dies on camera.
And you don't have to be the most hardcore motherfucker ever. You don't have to lie about what you've done. And I've watched my own friends lie about what they've done to other people. And hey man, why'd you lie about that? Because I know you're lying. I was there with you. You didn't do that. Why are you lying? And I mean, my wife's called me out as well of over exaggerating stories sometimes, right? Fuck, I do it too. You want to sound cool. You want people to think that you're cool. You want people to respect you. It's just something that all of us men do, and it's okay to accept. And once again, I'm saying that I ain't perfect neither. It's okay to not be perfect. Perfectly okay to not be perfect. It's perfectly okay to not be Billy Badass. You don't have to lie about what you did or what you didn't do. It's not necessary, right? I joined, and I was told so just through and through that you had to deploy to be a real soldier. You had to do it. You had to go over there. You had to get I'm all that is man, right? And it's, I mean, the last thing that I want to do, realistically speaking, the last thing that I ever want to do is to use this. I don't want to. Now I have it, train with it, in case I have to use it. I don't want to. I don't want to take life. I would, and I was saying this on social media earlier today, I hope that you die of old age, surrounded by friends and family, surrounded by those that you love. I hope that you don't have to go out in a blaze of glory. I mean, sure, that's the male fantasy, right? Of to go out shooting in a pile of brass, right? That's what every man really wants deep down in. Is I just no, go on ahead, I got this. Leave me some ammo. That's what every man wants to fucking do, right? That's built into us. That's at our fucking core of that. That's how we want to go out. But ideally, I mean, when you really start to get down and thinking about it, is there anything that's more valuable? Is there anything that's better than being surrounded by people that love and respect you, right? I mean, for who you are, the lies and mistakes and the stupid shit that you've done and crap that you've owned up to. There's nothing that I respect more than a man telling me that he fucked up. He's sorry. He's going to do his best not to do it again. Because that's hard. That's fucking hard to do. It is hard to say that you were wrong. It's hard to say that you fucked up and you're sorry. That's one of the hardest things that I ever fucking done in my life. Every damn time. Of saying, hey, you're right. My apologies. I will do what I can to be better. And that's all we can do, right? I mean, when I joined the Army, right, I was 19. I was a kid. I was a fucking kid. Whole time while I was in. I was a fucking child. In comparison, right? Looking back on it. I was a kid. Dumb fucking kid. I had nothing else going on in my life. I couldn't get into college. Didn't know what to do. Didn't know where to go. Working a fucking dead-end job at McDonald's. And fuck it, I'll join the Army. What else? And then you get out, and it's like, fuck, now what? So I thought so hard that I was gonna go off and be Billy Badass. And even the guys that went overseas, and they were Billy Badass, right? And they got to, get that experience that they longed for. And then they come back and same damn thing. Now what? I've got plenty of friends that went overseas. I got plenty of friends that didn't make it back. And I've got friends that made it back. And they ain't here no more. Because they couldn't handle what they did. They couldn't handle what they saw. And they couldn't handle going back into civilian life. It's hard. It's fucking hard. And every year that passes, I keep losing more and more friends. Just keep getting more fucking phone calls. Hey, man, remember so-and-so? It's like, oh, fuck yeah, I do. Yeah, he took his life last week. Every damn time, man. Just, it don't get no easier. Doesn't get any fucking easier. But once again, you don't have to lie that you're something you ain't. And if you're struggling, right? I don't think you should go to the VA. I don't think that you should be reaching out in any suicide hotlines. You should be reaching out to your old friends. You should be reaching out to family. You should be reaching out to people that either care about you now or cared about you once upon a time, and maybe you guys just haven't seen each other in a while, right? I mean, even if you're not struggling, right? Even if you're doing well, I mean, that's the reason I make these videos. That's the reason I make buddy check-in posts. That's the reason that I'm talking about these types of things. Is that, you know, I've struggled too. It's hard. It's hard being a man. It's hard being a white man. It's hard just trying to get through life in the current climate, right? What do I do now? Where am I supposed to go? How am I supposed to pay my bills? Taxes just went up. Gas prices just went up. You know, what am I supposed to do? And a lot of men find comfort in the bottom of a bottle. A lot of men. You know, that's the way a lot of men wind up going. And I'm going to keep making this type of content. And I'm going to keep just talking. You know, and I realize that I haven't made as much content as of late. I've been really diving into my company and trying to build that out and building out a company. It's been exciting. It's been fun. It's been cool. It's been cool getting a little taste of success. Right? And if you want military surplus, I sell some things. You know, hit up my website and bio. I'm not gonna do a whole fucking ad, but you know, if you want military surplus, I sell that shit. But yeah, man, life's fucking hard. And it ain't getting any easier. It ain't gonna get any easier. It's not. You know, and community, family, tribe, community. You need that shit. A lot of people on the internet make fun of it. A lot of people tease it. A lot of people talk down upon it. It's probably because they don't have it. It's probably because they're scared. Scared to get hurt. Scared to be vulnerable. It's understandable. I get it. I understand. I've been there. You know, it's fucking hard to be vulnerable. It is. What if they make fun of me? What if I'm not respected anymore because I'm vulnerable? What if I'm looked down upon? What if the cool things that I did or claimed that I did, right? What if those are discredited? It's hard. It is. But I find comfort personally in going outside. This right here. This is what brings me back in. Especially with friends, right? And you know, people got lives. Not everybody can go out here every opportunity, every chance. You know, people got lives, people got families. You know, and that's a huge reason for a lot of people that it's hard to get out here. But it's all about priorities, right? You gotta make time. You gotta make time. If you want to be better, if you want to grow, you gotta make time. You gotta make them priorities. Just fucking look at this, man. I know, Washington's terrible, and Washington's a shit show, and blah, 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 Washington's so fucking awful, but, like, man, you guys are in a tree right now, because I forgot my stand, because, you know, professional retard and all, but look at this. Dies on camera comedically. You know, this is This up here. On top of the fucking world, man. This is what does it for me. This is what brings me back in. And I know that like I said, everybody's got their vice. Everybody's got that thing that you know, kind of brings them zen. But and right there, that's the snow line right there. So if I climb just hell a couple hundred feet, I'll be right up in it. Now I didn't bring my snowshoes this time because I was like, I'll do a little shooting and then I'll just climb a little bit so my car's right about there. So I climbed maybe, I don't know, 1,000 feet or so. Nothing crazy. I've done worse. Or more, better, worse. I don't know. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make a video. I want to talk about it. I want to start getting back to making content. I've hired a couple more employees. I've got more help in the warehouse. I've got so much surplus en route and got some reproductions, and I've got a lot of cool stuff en route, and I want to get back into making content. I like making content. I like talking, as you guys might know. You know, I like doing this shit. I want to keep doing it. Look at that. Anyway, that's my rant on veterans and being a man and blah, blah, blah. All right. I'm going to smoke a cheap-ass cigar. Might have me a little snack. And, yeah, I think I'll meander on back to the house. It's 13:30. Yeah, life's all right, man. When you come out here, at least, life's all right. I mean, I don't know. Hard to say because, like, I'm doing well now, so I'm like, oh, life's so good, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, I'm going to end this here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I keep looking at myself instead of looking at the camera. I'm supposed to be looking over here, so we make eye contact, right? But I keep looking where my face is, so it's hard to do. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by. If you listen to this long into the video, appreciate you. And, yeah, I'm going to continue enjoying this now. So, peace. Ape together strong.